So we're all business owners, looking at the same avenues: marketing, sales, operations, administration, finances, work author, safety, HR, the whole works. It comes to us as business owners. Isn't it wonderful? And one of the areas which the smaller business owners particularly don't like, as you get bigger, you'll have more people and staff to be able to handle these areas. And the area I'm talking about is sales. So even if you're the director of a business, you're still in sales. It's just got a different terminology on it, and it's relationship building, it's communication. How about we just throw that word sales out of the window and don't use it? I don't use it. I'm not in sales. I'm in a position of providing solutions, and we will only take on people that convince us that they're willing to take on the solution with us. Otherwise, it won't work properly. And that would be dishonest, that would be manipulative, and it would have an effect on the client, which is worst of all, and then it would come back on us. And that's not okay. It's not okay for you, it's not okay for me, it's not okay for any of us. So how do we deal with the sales terminology? Well, there's a story, a wood chopper back in the 1700s had to find a job. He found a job at a forest plantation, and off he went. His quota was 6 trees a day. He had to cut down 6 trees a day with his axe, and off he went. He cut down 7 trees on the first day. But by the end of the week, the owner was walking down towards him with a not so good look on his face and said, "Mate, pack up your bags, you're out of here." And he said to the boss, "Well, what's wrong?" And the boss said, "Well, our quota was 6 trees a day. You're down to 3 or 4. So the axe chopper said to him, "What should I do about that? I am chopping harder, faster, more than I ever done at the beginning of the week, and I'm staying here after hours. I'm barely having a lunch break. I just can't do any more." So the reply, what was the reply from the boss? Simple. How many times have you sharpened your axe? How relative is that to us in business, in the areas of business, whether it be the operations, the administrations, the systems, the strategies, ideas, decisions, sales, marketing. What are you doing to sharpen your axe? When it comes to the facets of, let's call it sales, so we all understand it, there's an area which really holds people back, and that's called rejection. And it's a perceived scenario. It's not real. The rejection is not necessarily rejection, so we could change that name to not useful, not needed, not wanted, no money, not relative to the prospective client's challenge. So if you've got something that can meet their challenge, and the industry challenges, the likelihood of your solution getting a step into that door is much higher. True? So what if we were to have a rejection and someone said, I'm not really interested? Well, it could be like a psychologist that I heard about had 2 guys come into his office, and they were both confused and a bit frustrated. One was a very good looking guy, another fellow was not so good, bit of a tubby, ugly guy basically. What the psychologist found out is that their frustration was about getting dates. Now, the frustration of the good-looking guy is that he couldn't get any. He wasn't getting any dates. The tubbier guy, the ugly guy, he had so many that he didn't know which to choose from, so he was confused. The conclusion was the tubby guy didn't mind when someone said no. He didn't take it personally. So if we can get through that component of rejection, and there's other ways as well, and study in that and sharpen our saw in that and be okay with people saying no, how will that be for when we're approaching new business? I hope that helps.